Episode 31. Turns out Spelljammer is still confirmed.
Nice. So who remember what happens last time?
We got our asses kicked. I buried myself in a shallow grave.
Well,
yeah, we got our
very good
asses
summary.
kicked and I wandered off.
And one of us is in jail again.
Why would anyone be in jail in this party? It's not like 3 of us attacked the king and one of us mildly inconvenienced the mayor, and then the one in jail is not the ones that attacked the king.
Which is really funny.
This is true.
And also,
as was discussed with Joseph, I totally understand why the "you're free to go" happened, but I just love the fact that it's like, attack the king, free to go, inconvenience the mayor, death sentence.
The place has a very interesting relationship with its loss.
We'll open up on. We'll start with Croc because I think he has some stuff to do.
That'll be different from what I said last time. Not going on a murder rampage.
Ooh.
Because Andrew is depressed and doesn't want to kill innocents.
Ooh.
The favour I want to ask Joseph is, I'm out wandering. Could I accidentally upon the wizard's house?
Sure.
But that was going to be the first thing that Claude was going to say as soon as anyone was like within earshot.
So that's
he'd
good.
Be for that as well.
Yeah, so that means that
well.
you could be catching up, same sort of like separate timeline sort of thing.
Yeah. Also, Claude is the one who got the directions as to where it is, which if I'm remembering right, was the west side of town.
Which, luckily enough, is the side of town you're going towards.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm literally travelling in the west.
Serendipity.
So, you arrive, and a little bit later, Colt can arrive. Right here.
Ooh. Patreon, Tom Cartos.
Exactly.
It's a nice little
So
house.
This little house, yeah. You can put yourselves on the map.
Bear in mind I can't because I'm just doing this through the app, so Theatre of the Mind it is.
I will put you on the map then.
Time to put my stack of things on the map.
Hang on, I'll sort your snack out.
If you wanted, you could go into the character sheet and like set that token at that size.
That is exactly what I have just done.
Excellent. Great thinks mind alike.
Yeah.
So it's like the idea of like Croc sees house, doesn't care, walks past, and I was like, oh, hello, Colt.
Hello, Croc. I'm making my way up to that wizard's place I was told about the other day.
Sure. That'll distract us for a bit.
But I was hoping more for information on exactly what that king's doing with that giant machine, personally.
All right, let's go see him.
And crucially, how to stop it being a thing.
There was no hints at all during the fight.
What do you mean?
I'm just laughing at how upset Joseph is. There were big hints during the fight of how to win.
Oh, yes. Like, I remember seeing a lot of them. My character wouldn't have cared, wouldn't have noticed them, though.
So Croc's just like, yeah, sure, let's go meet this wizard guy.
Sure. As you go to knock on the door, or do you just try and open the door, actually?
Well, Colt would knock.
I
Cool.
would say in this situation, Colt, you're technically leading right now.
Oh God, no.
Uh,
We're doomed.
just before your hand gets to the door, you hear a voice from inside call out, "Who is it?"
Some adventurers from the town. We had
Cro-
some questions about basically the hierarchy
Ah,
here.
yes, I've been expecting you.
Have you?
Yes. Come in.
Alright. Snacks, you wait out here. Go play in the flowers.
Make yourselves comfortable.
Trying to figure out what's the couch.
So what can I do for you?
Well,
Well,
the
basically,
king's a bit evil.
we've been tasked with informing the king of this town about how his, shall we say, pastimes are affecting the surrounding planet and environment, which he chose to simply not see it our way. Diplomatic negotiations fell through, and well, basically we're looking for a way on exactly what that machine does. Looking for information on exactly what that machine does.
Well, I don't know of the king's machine or what it does, but I did write this down. And, Colt,
Mhm.
he hands you a piece of paper. That should have what you're looking for.
That was easy. I was expecting for staff to exchange something.
All is as it will be.
Would you like a bit of cake?
He goes to a book on his desk and begins flipping through it. And he gets to a point and says, "Yes!"
Okay. Is that the cake book?
Says, "No, this is my predictions."
Alright, fair enough.
Court will unfold the piece of paper and read it.
It says, it essentially describes, Colt reads the paper. Colt then heads back to town with Croc in tow. It's a series of predictions.
Or does it keep on going after that?
Yes, it does. But because I am not a fourth dimensional being and cannot see the future, it continues as far as my best guess.
See, this is where you're lucky it's Andrew here, not Lawrence. Because in the back of Andrew's mind, you've already said something that Croc doesn't have to do.
This is true.
You said they go back together. If I
They
decide to
do.
go back separate from him, that changes
This
the
is true.
prediction.
This is accurate.
Not gonna though.
It is only a prediction. It's not ironclad. You know, it doesn't bind you.
As the future is not ironclad.
This is accurate.
As every time you look at it, it changes.
It's just a mundane prediction of the future.
Oh, is his name Mystic Meg?
You haven't asked his name.
Is your name Mystic Meg?
No.
Flips to the front of his book for where he signed his name. No. Darren
Brilliant. I
Cora?
always wanted to meet someone called. I always wanted to meet someone called No.
No, on the front of the book it just says Mystic Meg, but then on the page where it says how to respond to Croc, it says no.
It's like just Croc's brain just fries.
Court likewise.
You got anything written down about me in there?
Plenty. Croc realizes his family's tragic death. Croc realizes Kato's now finally recovering. Croc realizes that the universe is a dark, dark place. Croc finds hope. Croc loses hope. There's a lot in here. Croc annoys Tiamat.
Well,
What the hell? Do you have our whole lives in there?
some of that's worrying.
Yeah, not concerning at all.
Bits and pieces here and there.
We'll address that family thing later. Cool. I guess we head back and talk to Kato?
Yeah, we should probably find him. He seemed very down last time I saw him. And then maybe if it breaks through, if we're going to solve this whole town pollution problem thing, then we're probably going to need all hands on deck.
And hopefully not back in prison again.
Hopefully.
Also, Lawrence, you're muted.
Alright, so yeah, I guess we'd like ask, is there anything else? Does he want to hang out?
The paper will tell you. I will remain. You shall go.
What is your relationship with this entire town and its people?
That is not relevant to the mission. But if you must know, I'm the court wizard. I sometimes come in, advise people about stuff. Of a magical nature, that sort of thing.
He sounds like one of those future seeing dickheads. Is he related to Sonia?
Yeah, the kind that divines that people's horses will be stolen, and then they marvel at his ability when they are. Wink, wink.
But yeah, that's what he says. He just says he's advises people on magic stuff, basically.
Alright, well, thank you, random person who Colt thinks is called now.
Sorry, what?
Goodbye. All according to plan.
He's like shooing them out of the house. Alright.
Oh, sorry, you have to be gone in the next 30 seconds.
Why?
The prophecy!
That's basically what he says, yes, while shoving you out of his house.
Well, I think that went well.
I mean, we got this thing. Flicks the paper around, looks at it again.
Says
It just says that
we walk back
you
to
guys
town.
it says you guys head back to town.
Well, let's do what this says and see if anything changes. Like we said, go find Kato, basically.
And then, like, at the bottom, you realize, you just notice now it says, and they go find Kato.
Yep.
Oh, alright, off we go.
So the speedy people walk back to town. Kato,
Yes, no, Kato, sorry.
what
Yeah.
do you do while in the morning while the other two have gone off?
I am taking a rest inside my own grave with my nose poking up through the dirt.
The other goblins come
Goblin-y,
over and
goblin-y.
try and comfort you.
I like set up, like pulling the dirt off of me, and I'm like, Would I have had enough time to like count as a short rest?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll all of my hit dice because I am almost dead, which is part of the reason for me lying down.
Other than the depression.
Yeah, that's like lesser part of it than the mechanical. I almost died in there, very very badly, almost died.
It's a good thing someone knocked you out and dragged you out of there.
Yeah,
Well,
100%
not
because I
knocked out,
wouldn't
but
like
stunned.
because Kato would not have given up. He has been given a task and he will try and complete it as much as possible. So it's been a 65. Cool, I'm mostly alive again and I've got my rail shapes back. Right, I'm gonna set up and go. Okay, who found a good place to set a fire?
Uh, 3 of them raised their hands.
Okay. The rest of you, did you find bad places to set a fire?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get a goblin huddle
Uh-huh.
and start
They all
like
huddle in.
and start like drawing out as much of the town as I can remember roughly on in the dirt. Like just as like a rough like it looks like I'm drawing like just like boxes for like groups of houses.
Give me
Oh.
a sleight of hand check. Let's see how well you do. It might be a masterpiece.
10, so not amazing but not terrible.
Yeah, it's like all the big streets are marked and stuff, and all the clusters of houses are kind of just boxes.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so where's the 3 good places? Please just mark them with an X.
That is what I was doing. I think that would be a good spot to light a fire. That would be a good spot to light a fire. And this area would be a good spot to light a fire.
Okay. Now, people with the bad ones, can you mark yours with a circle?
They think that this bit would be bad to light a fire. Here would be pretty bad to light a fire. Here would be pretty bad. Around here. And here.
And anywhere made of concrete.
Okay, so where was the jail place that was holding
Where Lawrence's token is.
oh, here.
Next,
So near one of
yeah.
the places that's good for a fire. That could be useful. Okay. So I remember it's this afternoon they're planning on like killing him, right?
You're not really sure they've just recaptured him. You haven't heard any news because he was escaped.
I thought
He
we'd
was
heard.
he was escaped at the time that he should have been executed.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna go to one of the ones that's past basic druid training.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to go into town because I really can't show my face. I attacked the king.
Mm-hmm.
And see if you can find out what they're planning on doing with the prisoner they recaptured.
You got it, boss.
And report back once you figure out roughly when they're going to be doing anything with him.
He goes into town, and Croc and Kato.
You mean Croc and Colt?
Croc and Colt.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have returned to town by now. Roughly at the same time that the goblin is coming back with his report.
It's like we get back just as we see them lighting torches.
Okay, what the hell's happening now?
They say that the execution's scheduled for 2 days from now.
Okay, so we have some time.
Okay, so there's some time for us to get this plan going.
Uh, what plan's this?
Oh, hello. I thought you both left. We were just trying to work out how we get Steve out. The Earth told me that the lantern was important the next time we confront the king, if we do. I thought about burying myself and just laying there forever, and then the Earth told me the lantern might be helpful, and the goblins wouldn't leave me alone, so I thought it'd be useful instead.
Well, this time, as much as I hate saying it, I'm actually on your side. We need to sort this out quick enough. Also, we went to see a wizard.
Yeah, he gave me a piece of psychic paper.
What does it say?
Well, last time I looked, it just predicted what we did next, which is what does it say now?
When you looked at it, it says that Croc and Cato, Croc and Colt explained to Cato about the magic paper.
So yeah, literally, it's like semi-psychic paper. It tells us what's going to happen, but pretty much just as it's happening.
Can I
Not
look
sure
at it,
how useful
please?
this is going to be.
Can I have a look at it, please?
Yeah, sure. He hands you the paper.
Does it
It
change
says
what it says when I hold it?
it says Cato will attempt to light a fire in order to break Steve out of jail.
Come on, will that be successful, Magic 8 Ball?
Yeah.
Do you wait a little bit?
Ask
Yeah.
again later.
If when you wait a couple of minutes, it says Steve burns to death, but if Cato goes in first and then starts the fire as a distraction, the plan succeeds.
Good, they described the actual plan as the thing that succeeded.
Providing that one of us goes in first.
I believe specifically it has to be me.
Yeah. You are distraction boy.
So I need you and the goblin force to set fires in the places that are marked. While I can burrow to Steve as an elemental and then burrow him out.
It's actually a really good plan.
Could work.
So we'll need to set a time for the distractions to go off. Is there any way to decide what time we should do things? Looks at paper.
The paper says that you go and start. That Croc goes and starts the first fire in 10 minutes.
He does
Okay,
he?
We've got 10 minutes, Croc, get moving.
Alright.
I'm like, I give Croc the two of the goblins that know where the fires are meant to be set. And, Colt, you've got these two, and then I trust the ones that are druids to do the last fire position. And remember, if you see
the
any,
goblins that he's got, go on.
and if you see any interesting places to set fire on your way while you're sowing discord and chaos, just light it up. What's the worst that could happen?
Croc in his confusion is just going to obey the paper.
And so while they're doing that, Kato will go in, be behind the thing, eventually turn into elemental, burrow under the thing, up through the cells, and then get Steve and take him outside. While everybody's distracted by the fire, and hopefully there aren't too many guards around at that point.
Like, what Kato does is he goes and burrows under where they're going to light the fires, and as soon as the floor feels warm, he's like, right, now's the time.
I mean, I'm just sitting with a paper waiting for it to tell me when Kato goes over.
I mean, that's even better.
The paper just says Cato burrows through the floor in 30 seconds.
Cool. I get my way through. appear as an
You burrow through, Steve. An elemental has burst through the floor in your cell.
The elemental bursts out, indicates to the hole, and then goes, like, does the come with me gesture.
Just a couple seconds ago, a guard ran right in front of the cell while going to address the fire, Steve, but has since passed.
Please
You're still
unmute, Lawrence. We
you're
need to
mute.
talk to you.
I will go into the hole.
I will grab you and burrow you away.
Fun times.
Just for the depression memes, can I say what Croc does? Because I had a funny thought.
Go on.
So Croc heads into the alleyway with the goblins, and he notices there's a big cart that's just full of toys for children, and they look so flammable. He's like, "Oh no, it's this I've got to light, isn't it?"
I mean, I was going to describe something. It was, you see a mound of hay, and just as you arrive, you see that somebody falls over while carrying a flask of oil.
Oops, I dropped my torch. It's the middle of the day, why?
You got it. Big old fires are happening now.
I'm gonna dig Steve out, go and burrow somewhere, and I'm gonna go create somewhere where there's like a hill and sort of dig a bit of a area for us to hide in.
I'm so proud of you, Joseph.
Yeah.
So that we can sort of hide in like a hollowed out bit underneath a hill if it comes to that. And then I'm going to transform back and be like, Steve, you have to stay hidden until we assault the king. He's evil, there's a big machine, it's like draining everything, it like multiplies magic, it's scary, you kick their asses. But with you could probably kill him. Especially
if he gets a hold of that sword. Oh wait, I'm probably not there.
Yeah, I'm like, he had this sword that like instantly killed you if he attacked you in a certain way. As a murder dude, you probably love that, right?
Yes, I do. I do love that. I shall murder him for us.
Yeah, but hold off until we all decide to go together, because when I attacked him by myself, it didn't work out too well. He like almost killed me. It was real bad.
Okay.
Well, technically, he did actually kill me once, and then I came back as me, and then I almost died again.
Okay. Yes. Let me do the killing, because I do that apparently.
You've done that once.
I mean, I'm just going by the fact that you keep talking about how great murder is. I kind of assume it's your thing. You've not really demonstrated it, but like, I'm going to give you chances.
Yes. I want to go and murder this person. Just let me know when.
Okay, now you go sit over here in this hollowed out hill so that we can, like, not have you found by the first guards that show up.
In the hobbit
Okay.
hole.
Will do. I'll go and hide in the hole.
Goblins, come in. Come in.
What's up, boss?
Hide inside this hole with Steve. Keep him entertained.
You got it, boss.
If he tries to leave, ask him politely not to.
Okie dokie, boss.
And then I will wait for everyone else to recover.
Just
While
like,
sort of staring at the city, watching it go up in the town, watching it go up in flames.
did I do a good job?
You missed the spot. Sitting just like contemplating the psychic paper in my hands.
Oh yeah.
That spot that was missed bursts into flames as Court step with the wind blasts clean out of it and up to where you guys are. That should cause a distraction.
Kaito, couldn't you use your diggy thing to just get us inside?
Not anymore.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Alright.
The paper does say that you guys rest until tomorrow.
On our day tomorrow, in theory, I can become that thing and create as a tunnel into the chamber we need to get to.
Surprise attack.
Now, has anyone worked out how to stop that machine?
It's just occurred to me, if you're going to burrow, how big of a hole can you make? Because you could probably burrow under the machine
Oh,
and have it like fall in.
was the machine like sitting on something or was it floating?
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm asking.
The machine looks like it was it looks like it's been built into the floor and ceiling.
Okay, so it's like actually suspended as well. So like if I burrowed away the floor, it would just like fall straight through.
This is accurate, yes.
Okay, so we couldn't just like Looney Tunes steal it.
No. I guess if you also cut the like support on the ceiling.
That would be very funny way to escape the king, just like down a tunnel with his machine.
Well, there was one thing I noticed last time. When you attacked that weird cord that was connecting him, it seemed to weaken. Maybe we need to attack that. And it can, sever them.
It also weakened with his distance from it. The further away was, the worse it was. That's why I was trying to drag him away. But he's pretty damn strong, so that's not likely to happen.
If only we had a strong member of the group.
I mean, I was the strongest person in that room apart from him, and I wasn't able to do it.
If only we had someone slightly stronger in the group.
Hint,
nudge, nudge.
Lawrence.
Steve will sit there oblivious.
Well, I mean, Snacks is pretty strong, but he's not that strong.
Yeah, you have to be some kind of great physical fighter.
Like a paladin of murder, for example.
No. The rat's a monk.
Barbarian.
The rat is a monk.
This is true.
Why don't we have some kind of barbarian or something like that? This seems like
why don't you?
Snacks, are you a barbarian?
Snacks looks at you blankly.
Oh, it might be.
You see fire in Snacks' eye.
So what we're saying is the plans are attack the cord and pull him away from the machine.
Yeah.
He also seemed to take more of an effect from any of the spells that hit the machine.
I was just going to say, any spells that cast near the machine seem to be amplified. Considering how tough all those guards and the king is, it's probably a good idea to spam some spells in there. Some AoE crowd control.
I could try my confusion tactic again, but it hurt me more than it hurt them.
Yeah, you'd have to cast it at a long distance.
The paper tells you to that tomorrow, you should burrow into the chamber at exactly 7 o'clock.
In the morning or the evening?
In the morning.
I'm so glad this thing has AM, PM on it.
That's true. It's convenient.
It's 700 hours.
It just says 7, and then we go AM or PM, and then it just suddenly scribbles in PM.
No, and then it causes that AM.
Yeah, it suddenly scribbles in AM after we ask.
It does have AM.
So if I touch the machine and cast Contagion, would that hit everybody in the room for Contagion?
That's something you'd have to find out by going there and doing that.
Oh my god, that would be so dangerous.
Does contagion inflict disease onto people?
Yeah.
I'm immune to disease, so I would be fine.
I would not. That's what gimped me so hard last time. Their swords are poisonous.
Oh, as an elemental, I'm immune to poison. Pretty great.
I guess I'll have to keep my distance from the machine if we were going to start using that then.
I mean, I could just, like, cone of cold the machine and see if that did something. I think that's my hardest hitting spell.
Something would certainly occur.
And those things seem to be, like, able to breathe fire, so I don't think any fire spells would be very effective against them.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Uh,
Sleep in the
Croc, you know
hobbit hole.
stuff about them,
Yeah,
because you rolled last time.
the half dragony people. These seem to be fiery people. So yes, they're likely immune to fire.
Likely or definitely, Croc? You are the foremost dragon expert I have ever met.
Roll me, if you would like to know that, Croc, please roll me in nature check.
Dragon check. Got it.
Can I help Croc by encouraging Croc through his mind because of how smart I know he is about dragons?
Sure, you have advantage because you're
Yay.
being helped.
Advantage to -1. Yay!
You don't think that they're immune to fire. You do think they're resistant to it, though.
There is your answer.
So fire would work, but just not very well. That seems not great.
They can also breathe fire. A lot.
You also know that they share, like, dragon sense of smell.
Oh yeah, they can see through all that darkness and stuff because they've got what's it called? Sight that's when you can't see.
Blind sight?
Yeah, I think.
Or is it just a version of that where it's just being able to see in the dark? Which one?
Why is everything we fought being able to see in the dark?
I can't see in the dark.
Have we fought you recently?
You've have fought me before.
Have we?
Yeah.
I mean, I have, but
When
not
that
since all this darkness stuff started happening.
when that statement happens, Kato does turn to Steve and goes, "I apologize for fighting you, Steve, previously. You were correct. Kato was dead. I was delusional. I apologize for my outbursts."
It's okay. I'm
Pretty
glad
sure
you
I
managed.
meant Kangaroo Jack.
I'm glad you've managed to come to terms with this grievous loss.
No, now I'm just too angry at this place trying to destroy nature. After that, I can be sad again.
Oh, okay.
But now it's murder time.
Yes, murder. Let's get to it.
After we all sleep.
Oh.
Oh, but we're so hyped up.
I'm gonna shape it so that there's like a bit of a like covering, hiding the hole I've made in our new hillside fort, just in case anybody comes investigating all of the buildings that went on fire and burned down.
Sure.
And then set up to have the long rest before burrowing in the morning.
Cool. So you guys settle in for your rest, having burnt down a ton of this town. When do you want to wake up?
Roughly how far are we in my movement from getting to the castle? slash town hall or whatever it is.
What's your movement speed?
Uh, Give me a second to check the elemental. Earth elemental movement 30 feet. So burrow speed 30 feet.
A couple of rounds. You're not very far in terms
So
of
we
movement.
basically we'll wake up a little bit before we need to leave to get there so that we can sort of sort ourselves out and I'll be fully awake.
Fair
Unless
enough.
anyone's a specific time.
So when you guys wake up, you're actually woken up by something. In the distance, you hear a roar and some stomping, and a couple of screams.
Du, 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 du.
What do the roar and stomping sound like?
Dinosaur-y, weirdly enough.
Ah, the reinforcements are here. I
Uh,
checked
w-
the paper to see if it says anything specific about how we should handle this.
the paper further explains that the castle guards will be vacant because they'll be dealing with dinosaurs, which should provide ample opportunity for you guys to slip in.
Okay, I go. Are we all ready with what we're doing?
We are ready.
I
Ready?
will then become an earth elemental and burrow us into town to where we need to go.
Everyone,
Just have to do
if you
one.
have spells, activate them early. Croc says to the person who fights and the person who fights.
By that you mean Croc, please activate your thing early.
Yes, Croc.
It's just occurred to me. If spells are amplified around this machine, what if he does one of his glowy sword things? Is that a spell?
We'll find
Yeah,
out.
it hurt way more when he hit me with it, yes.
Mm.
I'll say that I can heal people through prayer. I can purify food and water.
Cool, you guys all arrive.
I would
Ooh,
like
what
to
is
come up behind them for a surprise attack.
You can come up behind them, but hang on, I need to reposition them because they are actually returning from outside.
Oh, so is he
You
like
can.
quite far
You
away from the machine then?
He is quite far away from the machine. You would guess that the paper does say that he should be returning about now, with his two guards.
You should be able to detect people moving with tremor sense.
I do detect where they are. But I'm trying to work out whether it's best that we come up right underneath them or whether we come up with a bit of distance.
But yeah, I'll let you guys put yourselves wherever you want to be. Also, Lawrence, put yourself on the map anywhere you want. Well, wherever Kato decides.
No, wherever I want. I'll go here. Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm gonna put myself on myself somewhere so that I can roll initiative, but I will put the elemental somewhere else.
Is this some kind of like large support structure?
There are number of pillars that line the chamber
But
that you
yeah,
would guess probably hold the chamber up.
I'm gonna have us come out of the tunnel roughly here, I think, so that actually, I might just bring us out sort of underneath him. Could I burrow it so that he falls into the tunnel with us?
You can, I suppose, yeah.
That seems
That'd be
dangerous.
that'd be one way of getting it.
Getting him further away.
You can get into a direct 1v1 against this guy, if that's what you want.
My friends are here, but my other comment was if I go downwards and then burrow directly upwards, carrying people, so I could like drop him like 30 feet.
Ah.
So effectively, a hole opens up an elemental-sized hole opens up where he is, and he falls down into a tunnel with everybody else.
Sure.
Then we stab.
He's gonna make
Punch, punch.
he's gonna make a dexterity save about all this
Sure.
to try and avoid not going into hole.
Because funnily enough, he doesn't want that.
He does go in though. Doesn't matter what he wants. It's what
So
he
he drops
deserves.
30 feet direct, like he drops like directly downwards.
Cool. Then he takes
And then
6 damage from
I'll
4.
I'll create a chamber, like a circular thing around him, so that we can all get into fight.
When this happens, can I rage when the hole opens up?
Well, my assumption is we could make like a
Well,
surprise round of
it's
dropping him in a hole.
Yeah, but everybody first roll initiative.
Yeah, to determine what things happen.
And
Yeah.
each human, you have an emboldened bond, so
Sadness.
saves, checks, and attack rolls get a d4 once per turn.
Oh, that's me. It's 6.
You
Ah.
and the king going at the same
Joseph,
time.
Joseph, if I'm not already on the board, I'm going to need to roll initiative and then just have you do the add in the number, because again, my system's just not switching on, and the roll 20 app doesn't let me roll initiative in the conventional manner. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally just letting you know.
Colt, I will add you real quick.
So that's 19 plus. Plus a D4
Cool.
plus 4 on top of that.
So 19 plus 3 plus 4.
Yeah.
So 19 plus 7. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright, Colt. Your surprises first.
Cool. I'm immediately going to try and stun him as soon as he comes down. Colt's going to come with the
Punch.
quarter staff. Because of onslaught, I get advantage. Take it to 20
you
hits
You get D4, remember?
plus a D4.
Yep.
Plus
Uno.
1, so 21.
You missed that boy.
Secondary attack.
21?
Yeah, he's got like a 22 AC.
This is true.
Right.
We worked this out the last time we fought him.
Extra attack. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was like 20 or higher.
Yeah.
The 27 hits.
This one hits.
Con save.
Con 20.
That passes.
Do your thing.
Keep on going. Keep on chucking. Shocking blows. And then it.
That hits.
25. And con save.
Second.
He has to roll real bad to get stunned, but like this is very funny.
Oh my god.
He does.
He has to
What did he
roll like
roll?
a 4 to get stunned. He rolled a 27, so he does not
He
get
got
stunned.
27, so he does not get stunned by that one.
Your
Oh,
next
so
attack?
his con save was a 27.
Yeah.
At least I'm landing. 23.
That hits.
So they try for another stunning strike. Con save.
12, nat 1. There's a 12. I assume a 12 fails.
Yeah, it fails, so he's stunned. He's stunned in
He
the
is
start of my
in-
next turn. Everybody else dog pile on him.
He is stunned. Then it's Croc for your surprise thing.
Yay. Stab. Also, do we see a tether?
You do see a tether. comprised of light.
I am going to. I'm going to use the spirit weapon I summon as a bonus action to attack that and see what happens.
Sure. That hits.
Cool. Ooh, I apparently clicked that twice.
Right.
Radiant / radiant.
I was very worried for a second there when you rolled 2 of the damages. I was like, geez, that's a lot. It seems to get significantly weaker.
Alright. Croc also stab a thing then. That was basically a test to see if it was affected by the stabby slashes.
It was a test stabbing.
Yeah, one of those test stabbings. Ooh, does 34 hit?
That's gonna hit.
That and that. Which one is it? I can't remember which it is. Oh, right, yeah, I haven't put that stat in. It's 2d8 more if it moves.
Yeah.
Okay, currently it looks very thin. Does this strand of light?
Damn, I have no more actions. Just stabs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your stuff?
Yep.
Kato.
Slam the strand of light. Slam it good. Does that hit?
Do you have advantage?
I mean, I am technically flanking it.
Sure, go for it. The 17 hits.
12 bludgeoning damage to light thing.
You punch it. The bludgeoning doesn't seem to be as good against it, but it's super weak, so in spite of that, it does indeed sever.
Uh-huh.
When that happens, you noticed almost immediately the king on the floor shrivels up. He seems to age incredibly quickly before your eyes into kind of just a husk in a suit of armor.
Whoa.
So he dead.
Stabby friend, steal his sword.
You can roll medicine to determine whether he's alive or not, but
Can we roll like medicine or insight or something?
actually, he now has to make a constitution check with his new con.
His new con rating of -5.
I just have to. It is theoretically possible that he's still alive.
I'm about to make my second attack at him if that's if he's still alive.
Yeah, if he's still moving, Court's gonna keep punching.
No, he's dead. He aged to death.
No.
Okay, I will then use my movement to burrow a more easily traversed path to come out here.
Steve, take his sword.
I will take.
Actively push the sword into Steve's hands. You need this.
It's a very killy sword.
It is a very murdery sword.
It's a murder sword of murder.
I will take the sword.
You can do that on your. You can do that on your turn. For now, it is the rat. For your surprise thing.
Surprise. Ooh, let's have some shriveled testicles. What else is there to do?
The rat goes in between the pieces of armor and bites them dusty testicles.
And then returns sated.
Steve, what do you do? The king lies dead before you.
I would like to pick the sword up and take the crown if he has one.
He is sort of wearing a crown on top of his helmet. You can pick up the sword, and I suppose, yeah, you can have the crown as well if you want.
I'll take it.
That is your action for the turn to take that stuff. What do you want to do now? You still have some movement.
I suppose. Am I assuming we're like in a tunnel, like under here?
I mean, this is where the Earth Golem is where the tunnel comes out.
All right. I suppose I will head back down the way we came in the tunnel.
Ah, so you're just running away. Got it.
Can any of us like shout and or grab for him as he starts moving away? As in say, look, job's not done yet, big guy.
You can, if you want, make a. You can shout for him. You can't really grab him until it's your turn.
Make a grapple of opportunity.
Yeah, he's
So
like I said, I
you-
can't say exactly where we are.
you can like punch him if you want.
But get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that then.
Did he just get the weapon and fuck off?
He did just
That's-
steal the weapon and the crown and then run away.
That's what Cole's gonna do. That's what Cole's gonna do a punching thing.
I moved a little bit down the fucking corridor.
I take it
I
a
mean,
23 hit
I
Steve.
made a tunnel up to the enemies for you to follow me, but no one's following me up towards the enemies, it seems.
So Lawrence, does a 23 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 9 damage.
And using that to get your attention is, where do you think you're going? We still have a job to do.
What job is that?
To get up there and destroy that machine. There's possibly loads of guards up there. They'll need fighting. That's why we gave you that sword. He starts like trying to drag you in like the opposite direction into where the stone golem is.
I'll just go back to where I was before initially. I'll use the rest of my move.
I mean, if you're that sword on fucking off, you can contest us.
I don't think he actually wants to fuck off. I just don't think he didn't realize there was literally a tunnel up to the surface.
Snacks, it's your turn. What does Snacks the lizard do?
Use movement, follow Kato.
Cool. You make it to the surface. 2 guards stand in horror, looking down the tunnel at the corpse of the king that is right next to them.
Yeah, he's dead. Although technically we didn't do it.
Colt, it's your turn.
Yeah, I will go to wherever Kato, the stone golem is.
Cool,
And,
you run up to the surface. You see, they're about 35 feet away from you, but there are 2 guards. You've already used a chunk of your movement. You've already used about 30 feet of movement to get up to where they are.
What are the gods? Are they coming upward in anger with swords raised, or are they just like slack-jawed, stunned at what happened to the king?
They look ready to fight. They don't look best pleased that the king is dead.
And they're about 30 feet away from us, and I've already used 30 feet of movement.
Yes, to get up.
In that case, I will just take the dodge action for now. If they attack, they have disadvantage.
Sure.
I will make a point of putting myself between them and Kato. Between them, Kato and the machine or whatever.
It's now their turns, and This one says, Adrian, run and get help.
No,
I'll hold these hooligans off.
no, don't do that.
It's worth noting I haven't climbed out of the hole yet.
Brr, 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 brr. I
Then-
shout in terror at them. Assume they don't understand it.
They do not. This one then runs at Croc and starts swinging at good old Croc.
Not swinging at Croc.
Mhm.
Niet.
Misses a bunch of attacks. And then it's the next one's turn.
Don't run away. Don't do it.
Brr.
Who leaves? And then it is your turn, Crocodilio.
Alright, what are the chances that you're going to be friends with us?
You killed my dad.
He was your dad?
Yeah.
Didn't look like a dragon.
Brr, brr, brr.
Mum's the dragon.
Wait. Where's the mum?
She's out on business. There's a whole look. I'm not having this conversation right now. Die.
Okay. Croc is going to attack, but he's going to be doing it like what?
Non-lethally?
Yeah, non-lethally, or at least try.
Got it.
So bonk.
That's gonna hit.
One bonk.
That also hits.
A second bonk.
The 23 also hits. So plus. And then. Ba 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 ba. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything.
Cool.
Just for ease, I'll put the sword on the other side in case anyone wanted to move.
Kato, what you doing?
One question: can I see the guy who's running away, where he's like run through the doors? Can we see him? From here?
You can't see him from here. He's
I
like
have-
gone round corners and downstairs and
Is he within 60 feet?
no.
Okay, because I'm on the. I can see him as long as
Yeah,
he's within.
you
60
have
feet.
tremor sense of
Yeah.
60 feet. I am aware.
So I'll be able to follow exactly what direction he was going.
You would have gotten that he head. Sorry, just going from where you are. You got that he head out the door, and then immediately went that way, and eventually he just got out of your range of.
Sure,
Tremor sense.
but it's like there's been turns and stuff happening, so it's like he wouldn't have got this full. Like he wouldn't be technically
Yeah,
the full like 100.
He's not like super duper. He's not as far as he could theoretically be from you if he was
Sure.
traveling in a straight line, but he is out of tremor sense range.
Yeah,
and
I'm
quite far away.
I'm going 60 feet in the exact direction of where I lost him, like through the walls. Like I can go under the walls.
Oh no, Joseph, that horrible thing's happening. Players are going outside of the map border.
Cool. So just gotta move these people around because they will be. So he's made it to like there-ish, and you appear as a rock elemental. Yeah.
Sure. So like if I like punch to the wall with my 30 feet, can I see him at that point?
He's just like across the courtyard from you now. Like you
Okay.
can you can see where he is.
Cool. I'm gonna shift back to be me.
Okay.
And can he make a wisdom saving throw, please?
So you become Kato again. Boopity doopity. He needs to make a wisdom save. Wisdom. 12.
Okay. He is now a he's now a dolphin.
He's now
Oh,
a
no.
dolphin. Oh no! He flops around as a big dolphin.
That takes care of that problem.
Just like
Yeah,
drag
is
the
that your
dolphin
turn?
back.
That's the thing that
Kato
happens.
says Kato says as he looks out at like everybody like fighting off Tyrannosaurus.
Yes, in the over in the other direction, all of this guy's brothers are currently fighting a bunch of T-Rexes.
It's just it's like dolphin because like it's like dolphins won't die when in air, but he can't
Yep,
move
because
anywhere.
because they are mammals, but they have no movement on land, so they do just flop around.
They move just insanely slow.
Unfortunately, that's my turn.
Cool.
I did have to
Back.
give up both of my wild shapes to do that, but it's funny enough. I thought it was worth it.
That guy is now a dolphin. Yes. It's okay. It's the rat's turn.
All right.
Rat tat tat.
This character is gone now.
Okay, don't kill him. Go for the weak points. Nom.
Cool. Sure.
Con save.
Sure thing. 13.
That is a fail. Excellent. Advantage. Nom.
Cool.
Nom.
He gets
Nom.
stunned.
Oh my god.
And then takes a bunch of extra damage. Hang on. So,
The rat is using its knowledge of key to determine the key weak points.
so it's on. Cool. He looks very injured, but is still up, but is paralyzed.
He's up but down. But up.
Yes. Glad you understand. That all the rat can do?
Uh,
Stun a guy and
nom nom
take
nom.
tons of his health off?
Yeah, that is sadly all.
Diva boy!
Hello.
It's your move.
Steve, don't chop his
You're-
head off. Don't kill him.
You're underground.
I will climb up.
That costs 30 feet of movement, and you come out here.
And what can I do? I will cast Command
Okay.
at first level,
Yeah.
which is a Wisdom saving throw, DC
Sure.
15.
18.
He passes.
What were you
Okay,
trying to
but what
command?
do you... What were you trying to make him do?
Grovel.
He's already stunned, but, you know. He wouldn't have been able to do it anyway because he was in fact stunned, but
So pass or
it's
fail,
whatever.
the same thing happened.
Yes. Snacks. He would have just tried to grovel even though he's stunned.
Come on,
Snacks.
Come on, Snacks. Come on.
Hit, because it's crit, and all crits
Fucking-
hit, but also
fucking
it hits
Snacks.
because it's 24.
Yay. Come on, him.
7 more damage.
Snacks is the best.
Alright, he's still up, but alright. Colt. He looks pretty injured. He's almost down.
Yeah. Would I be able
And
to
he's
deduce roughly like how far his mate would have gotten? Or is he like long gone at this point?
Make an intelligence check.
One second.
That's
You
a nat
have-
one, but that's
You
a nat
have
one, but I do have the look ability as a racial feature, so I get another roll.
okay.
16.
You think if you ran outside, you could probably catch up to him?
And I have an idea of which direction, like after he went out the door, whether he went left or right or not.
You don't think he could have gotten out of the courtyard?
Yeah.
Who are you going
Like-
after?
He's going
Yeah,
after
the
the guy
guy
who
who
is a
ran-
dolphin.
Oh, there's
No.
literally
Yeah,
a
who-
tunnel in the right direction that was made by the elemental going after him.
This is true. You can jump. You can run through that tunnel if you want.
Yeah. Well, hang on. So that's going like, it's just one room that goes out into the courtyard, but we have a tunnel that goes to there.
Yes, you can either go out the door to get to the courtyard, or you can go through a tunnel that goes straight to the courtyard. That the
Well, I was
elemental made.
I was thinking of trying to catch up to him, but if the hole will cut him off, then I guess I'll use that.
Sure, you run outside. Oh, I have to go back to this map.
How much movement would I need to catch him?
When you get outside, you see
You run
Okay.
past Kato.
you run past Kato. You don't see him, but you do see a dolphin that's flapping around near the gates of the like keep. And Kato is looking pretty happy with himself.
But I don't see the guy who ran off.
You do not know.
Right, you've run past Kato, and Kato's like, "It's fine. I got him. I turned him into a dolphin."
Wasn't there someone who he sent for help though?
Yeah, the dolphin.
Oh, right, so that's him.
Yeah.
See, he sees the dolphin not realizing it's him. Goes, right, so that's him. Great.
Dolphin flaps around making angry dolphin noises.
Yeah. Guess I'll just try and knock him out. Subdue mind. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Are you going to attack the dolphin?
Do not attack the dolphin.
15, I believe, hits a dolphin. Hang on, I need to look
Stop
up what
hitting
it
the
is.
dolphin.
If Kato says don't hit him, Colt will stop.
Hang on,
Do
I
not
want to
hit the
see.
dolphin. It will stop being a dolphin if you hit the dolphin.
I want to see how much health a dolphin has.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's a
Surrounded by
fear
morons.
dolphin.
Okay, you hit
Alright,
the dolphin,
so-
and the dolphin is still a dolphin, but it's almost a dead dolphin.
Thank fuck. Don't hit that dolphin again, you idiot.
Is the other guy still here and still up?
The dolphin is just.
You
vibing.
ran past a guy who you could have hit to save Croc to come out here and hit a dolphin that's completely harmless. Get back inside.
Beats
I do
dolphin.
that. I do that.
You don't have enough movement to get back inside.
You wasted your
you-
entire turn.
You did punch the dolphin.
I will spend a key point to use step of the wind to jump on the other person. That's 110 of movement speed to jump on him.
You can like get. You can start running back through the tunnel to get basically where you started. You run back to where you started,
Fine.
having punched a dolphin.
I'm trying to theatre of the mind to way through this. I made a mistake. That all went wrong.
The dolphin has a black eye now.
Sorry, it's just the funniest fucking shit.
Even angrier dolphin noises. Then it's this guy's turn who's stunned, and this guy who is a dolphin. More angry dolphin noises occur. Croc, it's your turn.
More bonks.
This guy is no longer stunned, so you don't have advantage.
But I do have advantage because I'm riding a mount.
Yes, because you're riding about it. You don't have advantage for other reasons now.
I don't have advantage, but I do have advantage.
This is true.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Bonk.
You hear
Bonk. Oh my
abused dolphin sounds from outside. Yeah, he's
There you go.
unconscious.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
He
please.
falls unconscious.
Now work out how we stop the machine.
And then I'll have to check how much movement I've got. Full movement as far as I can up to there.
Are you better off waiting for Snack's turn to move?
I can use snacks movement because it's a mount.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. I was forgetting that. Sorry.
It's cool.
Okay, so the dolphin has a black eye now.
I flip off the dolphin, look at the psychic future paper.
You flip off flipper.
The psychic future paper says that the machine gets taken by a weird light from the sky.
Okay. I will walk my 30 feet back in to the
Uh-huh.
wall and shout, I turned the guy who was running for help into a dolphin. And then I'm gonna take out my lantern and move further forward towards where the thing is.
Combat is basically over. I'll just quickly.
Sure, I've got some time. Yeah, we're just gonna go up this thing, and I've just been like, the Earth told me to use the lantern, so I'm just gonna like start holding the lantern, looking at it.
When you hold the lantern up, it's doesn't really react at all currently.
Okay.
You do notice something though. The ceiling above where this thing is suspended has begun to come away.
Okay, we should all probably take a step back.
And you see a light descend and clamps
Uh-oh.
around it. There is now
Oh.
a hole in the ceiling where it is.
Holding the lantern, looking at that light, seeing if that's what the Earth meant, but like the lantern would come in handy.
The psychic paper says that it doesn't. When you're reading the psychic paper, it doesn't say anything about the lantern, other
What's the
than
psychic
it
paper
says
currently
it does.
saying?
It does say that you look at the lantern a lot, trying to make it do something.
Kato, what should we do? Jump on it? Leave it?
I read the psychic paper. What does it say we do?
The psychic paper says, you jump on it.
The paper says to jump on it, guys. Steve? Cool.
Doing it.
Sure, Colt also jumps on. Do you
Steve?
jump on? Steve, do you jump on?
Yes.
Bring your new fancy sword. Come on.
I will take the sword, and so I can grab onto the thing that's about to go away. I'll put the crown on and I'll shout, "I am now your king!"
To no one.
So glad
To
the
no
only
one who
person who
can
could
hear.
hear that was a dolphin.
You begin getting lifted into the air.
I'm currently like clutching the psychic paper, waiting to see what the next step is.
The psychic paper says that you guys enter into a ship.
Oh, this is how I got taken off world the first time.
Only this time you're allowing it to happen.
Oh,
And and the psychic paper says that the people on the ship want the device.
for good or evil, for good or
The psychic paper hasn't written any more yet.
magic 8-ball.
Ask
Damn
again
you,
later.
Magic 8-Ball.
I guess we just hold on.
I guess so. The paper told us to hold on, so at the moment I'm kind of on the following the advice prompt.
Although I personally am starting to question our choices as we get pulled into the air.
Man, I was not expecting you guys to make this much progress, to be honest.
We had to make up for lost time.
Hey, we did all the stuff we had. Well, sorry, had planned to do all the stuff that the paper then kind of confirmed that we should do, and then managed to get the king in one round of combat
This is accurate.
and stop anyone else from coming after us by making a man into a dolphin.
You did in fact do all of that.
Am I a man or am I a dolphin? Am I a dolphin?
There was also some T-Rexes at some point.
Bu- 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 bu-
That reminds me, I'm going to go listen to Am I a Man or a Muppet while we're playing.
You all gain a
Just
million experience.
1 second.
Again, another combat in which I have not killed anything.
But you did get a
True.
killer sword.
I mean, you had ample opportunity.
I mean, actually, didn't really.
Okay.
That's true. It was never really his turn, and he
yeah.
was always like quite far away from stuff.
Yeah.
It was very not. It was not very Lawrence's time to shine, I suppose.
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time, sort of thing.
You'll kill someone later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to experience the amazing power of the vocal sword of death.
All right.
I just had a funny thought that I can't mention yet.
And hope you guys there. Cool. You guys, they
Drum roll.
a big nothing currently.
Yay.
You see off sky. But what you actually see when you finally make it inside the ship is this area.
Once we're on the ship, do we feel like it starts moving?
The ship is. You do think the ship's moving, yes.
Okay, so as soon as we're like steady and Croc knows the ship's moving, he's like, "Alright, we got on." Oh shit, the goblins! They've been left behind.
Is there a hole in the floor still?
It is closing up, but yes.
Can I push the machine back through the hole?
It doesn't seem that you can. It seems like it's still being held in place by something.
How high off the ground are we?
Don't jump, Kato! Don't do it!
You're like 80 feet off the ground.
I would survive this if I fell, right?
Maybe? It's only 8d6 damage.
I must be with my people.
Croc's gonna grab him.
Okay. You try and jump, but Croc grabs you, and the hole closes up.
You're like hovering over the hole.
No, my mate, I can't abandon them with no leadership again.
I mean, Kato, it occurs to you that you could still cast a spell at the machine and cause some mayhem.
Stop that, you!
I would like to cast. Do I think that if I cast a spell at the thing, it would do something to the ship right now?
You're not really sure.
Because I would like to cast lightning at the thing.
Right. You cast lightning on this machine.
Trying to damage the ship to let it make it drop, because it should maybe hit the tractor beam above it if it explodes.
Sure. You cast lightning, and you see lightning surge, and immediately you would think that the machine would channel the lightning in the same way as it did the previous spells and expand it outwards. But it seems that the ship is now siphoning it somehow, and you see that all the lights in the ship get super bright for a second before all burning out.
So
you all feel a sensation of you're falling or something.
fuck, did I turn off the engine?
So
Fuck.
let's just
You know
Yeah.
what?
this doesn't exist anymore. That's not a thing.
As we're falling, I'm gonna
Oh
cast.
god, I killed. Oh god, we landed on the dolphin.
It's
Colt is trying to slow fall through this.
none of this is a thing anymore. It doesn't exist.
Croc
It's
cast
been destroyed.
Croc casts banishment on the thing so that it banishes everyone.
Okay.
A minute later, less than a minute later, everyone reappears in a crater.
Yeah. Basically, that's what happens. Which also conveniently means all these people are okay.
Oh, what people?
All the people that were about to be crushed by it.
Oh, did it
also
manage to
vanished.
banish all the way out there?
Yes. Because they were probably flattened.
I take it by this you mean the ship itself has crashed into the town.
Yes, it has.
Not just the machine.
Yes, the entire ship has indeed flattened the castle and most of the noble/shopping area.
Who knows? Maybe the HP of Vayner Dolphin saved it.
You all then reappear over there. The ship is still there. It's just heavily damaged. And the machine, you reappear in the room with the machine. It's still there. It's just hanging there. It's sitting on the floor. The machine looks relatively undamaged, but it's not being magically lifted by anything, as far as you can tell.
Come at the end of last time, you said that the environment itself was reacting in some way to this, like the sky was looking all different colours and that. Has it gone back to the way it should be?
Oh, yeah. Everything seems very natural again, except for the giant spaceship that has flattened half of this town.
Turns to Kato. Well, you wanted this town to burn, so gestures to like everything.
Reading the note page.
Uh,
How do we destroy this note page? How do we kill the machines?
the note page just says that you do not destroy the machine.
Okay, Kato, transform into the thing again, and then just dig straight down.
I can't
don't-
do that at the moment,
Fuck.
but I can make some.
That would
So
work too.
I will conjure myself an earth elemental and tell it just to like dig a hole under this thing as deep as it can go.
Sure, it digs a very deep hole.
Look,
If you get it like 400 feet down, that would be great.
It'll try. It digs a pretty far way down.
And then we'll just fill in the hole.
So what are you doing? Are you just like all going into the hole?
No,
just
no,
fill
no.
the hole in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
just
we're
punch the
burying
machine in.
it.
You're burying the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the planet
Right.
deal with it.
Sure, you bury the machine 400 feet beneath the surface of the Earth.
Of
You're
Space
in it.
Australia.
Now we'll just put some leaves down. I'm sure that'll cover the hole.
I'm gonna like set it up and we'll grow a tree. We'll grow a tree.
Yeah, you grow a tree in the middle of this wrecked ship.
Yeah, let's cast plant growth.
You cast plant growth. A tree immediately erupts right up. It's in the middle of a just room that is very damaged, but
And we use the siege ability of the elemental to like punch a hole in the ceiling so the tree can go through the ceiling, and so effectively the ship is now kind of pinned here by the tree.
sure.
Also, should we maybe leave?
Let's
Wait,
destroy
what?
some more of this as we leave. Punch our way
But
out,
I-
elemental friend.
no, but I can take control of their city. Look, I have their crown.
Yeah, you
You-
can do that once we're outside of the ship.
You start like the elemental starts just like busting through walls, and you come out about here on the main street.
We're sorry I missed that.
Here where
Okay.
Croc is. You also notice that the T-Rexes are they've either ran away or have been defeated because you don't hear the roars anymore.
Uh-huh. And then we're just gonna hightail it to where our goblin friends are.
Oh no! I just realised the guy that I knocked out's definitely dead. Fuck.
Unless
don't
the
know.
banishment pulse, like, banished him as well.
That's true. Could have done that.
Oh, maybe I saved him. Who knows?
Maybe. But yeah, we will head out having, like, smashed our way through trying to make this ship as unusable as possible.
The ship seems pretty damaged.
Look out, everyone! Invaders from space! Run around and cause mayhem! Cover for us!
Everyone is screaming, panicking. The town's
Run,
like
everyone!
y-
Space invaders
yesterday-
killed the king!
yesterday. One half of the town got like lit on fire, and today the other half of the town has been crushed by some weird metal thing.
Maybe other parts of this world will be safer to live in.
Oh no, I just noticed
Even-
the awful news, Joseph. The mayor's house!
The mayor's house has indeed been flattened.
Oh, they just fixed the window.
It's it's just the receptionist desk that's left. That's all that's left.
Well, the receptionist was nice.
Yeah. And luckily the bakery wasn't destroyed because you guys burnt that down yesterday.
Oh,
Oh
good.
no, Space Gregs! No!
Poor Greg. So did we do good, planet? Croc just like shouts out into the nothingness.
I need to go commune with the planet again.
Kato,
I go and dig myself a shallow grave again.
you hear a voice that tells you, not according to plan, but it works.
Are you happy with me having buried the machine? Hopefully no one finds it again.
Yeah, I can take care of it.
Thank you. Hopefully your might as the great Space Australia can crush it inside you.
I can always give it a try.
God, wouldn't it be awful if it turned out it wasn't the planet talking to him and it was some evil force?
I am 100% prepared for this outcome.
But thanks for completing those tasks. As a reward, I can help you out a bit. Kato, you feel your connection to nature has grown stronger. In mechanical terms, once a week, you can cast any 8th level druid spell you want.
Pretty sweet.
He's just say like light erupting out of the shallow grave.
That is basically what you see.
I'm sure that's good.
You also see one second. I'll be right. Can we take like a quick break? I need to go deal with something.
Sure.
It'll only take
Yeah.
like a couple of minutes. You guys can discuss stuff.
All right, Captain Planet. Or
I do need to ask the Earth what the fuck this lantern does. It told me it'd be useful and it did fuck all.
Earth, you're not really that clear. I'm glad you're happy, but they're a bit less cryptic.
I'm like repeating what the Earth is telling me from inside this like shallow like grave. I'd like myself to be surrounded by the Earth.
Like, is the light coming out good or bad? Kid was just like, I'm not dying. Oh, isn't it nice knowing that there's nothing else worse on this planet? We have saved the planet.
Can I ask someone what the fuck is antipathy and sympathy used for? Like, there must be some interesting use you can put it to. But like an area around you of a 200-foot cube, like attracts a species, a type of intelligent creature, or like repels a type of intelligent creature for like the next 10 days.
I mean, it would be good for like stopping an invading force.
Yeah,
It takes
all of
an
these
hour to
T-Rexes.
cast.
But yeah,
Like if you had to,
if you knew that there was like an army like coming towards somewhere you wanted to protect.
yeah, it lasts for 10 days, so it's good for like holding off sieges and that.
Oh,
I mean, that's not like a huge amount that's handy for, but
Yeah, I think it only repels creatures of your choice. Something within range, either huge or small object or creature in an area that is no larger than 200 feet.
it has that effect of either repelling or.
I'm intrigued about the attracting. Like,
Yeah, like I want to attract red dragons to me.
Yeah, it
Why
doesn't
would you
seem
do
to.
that?
I'm reading it. It doesn't seem to specify that they are
Alright.
like
I'm back.
your friends. It's
They're
not
not.
they're
They're
charmed
just
by
coming.
you or
They're just
anything.
coming towards you.
we're just like discussing a spell.
Kato.
Yeah.
The paper then tells you, you should go back to the wreckage.
Okay. I would like to ask the Earth what's up with the lantern. It said it would do something in that fight, and it didn't do anything.
Oh, the planet explains That lantern contains the soul of Kangaroo Jack.
Yes. Yes.
He's
Can I
currently
summon that Kangaroo Jack? Is that...
he's currently kind of an avatar of nature at the moment. Kind of
Okay.
my representative. He's currently
Okay.
dealing with something else.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
When you're in a lot of danger, then he will return to you.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Kato's just like, yay, he's not dead again.
Go.
So, which wreck? There's now two.
I assume the wreckage of the ship.
That doesn't narrow it down. There's two wreckages of ships.
Yeah, there's the one that we just made and the one that we cleared out the other day.
I'm pretty sure it means the one we just made.
It does, because it wants you to go to where the castle is and look in one of the destroyed buildings. Or underneath one of the destroyed buildings.
Let's go do that.
Yes, sir, Planet Reno.
Paper. This is the paper telling that. The planet doesn't say this.
Sure, magic paper. Close enough to getting help from the planet.
So now we have to decide whether we're going to follow what the planet says or what this piece of paper says.
Do you indeed head back into the wreckage and start poking about?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, if that's what Kato says.
Everybody roll investigation.
Investigation.
With advantage if you're taking the guidance of the paper telling you where sort of to look.
Thanks for letting me know I have advantage.
Follow the paper.
Oh yeah, the nat 20 coming out to a 28 will do it.
12.
By the way, the 28 is the rat.
Nice.
The rat finds a hole in the ground that sort of leads into a staircase.
Squeak, squeak.
I just have to quickly do something because this wasn't quite the intended way of getting here, but it's as good as any, I suppose.
What's that, Skippy? Someone down the well?
8th level spells are fucking weird.
They are.
Put yourselves on this map.
This tiny map.
Yeah, this is sort of generally where.
Is this some kind of wall?
No. It's just
the tool being an asshole.
No, it's text that if I reveal it, it'll give away where this place is.
It is.
So who's gonna go down those stairs first?
Me, I will.
Sure, you come into this room.
Map, please.
Oh,
there you go. That's what it says.
The Royal Lord's fault.
I'll go and jump into this pile of gold.
Wait a second. Just give me a minute to check something before you all...
By the way, what happened there with Croc is he jumped off Snacks's back over the banister.
Fuck it, everybody swim in the fucking gold.
There are many piles of gold.
Let's go look through it to see if there's anything interesting.
I presume I'm adding Vorpal Sword to my collection.
Yes, you do have a Vorpal Sword.
It was like I had a plus of some kind.
It's a +3. because that's how Vorpal swords be.
Fuck.
Is it a Vorpal scimitar, a Vorpal
It is a
long?
Vorpal. It is a Vorpal greatsword. It's
Ooh.
two-handed.
Requires attunement, is that right?
It does.
I will be attuning to this weapon.
It also means you cannot use a shield if you want to wield it.
We should have grabbed his shield that was an animated shield. We forgot to do that. Oh well.
It's somewhere crushed somewhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is now buried under a lot of like rubble and ship and castle.
I can
There's like
find
3
it.
layers of stuff.
I can find it tomorrow with my burrowing speed.
Just spend the whole day looking.
But yeah, for now, let's go have a look and see what's actually everything that's in here.
Cool. Conveniently, you also find a Colt. You notice that there are a cool pair of gloves.
I'm slightly easier to hit, but I've got a plus 10 to. I've got a plus 10 to hit now.
Ooh.
So digging through the stuff, you said I find a pair of cool gloves of what description?
You don't really know. They look cool though. They have little lightning bolts on them.
Cool gloves. Anything else in here?
Digging through the treasure a little bit more, you find a broom of flying, a bag of holding that contains nothing.
Quark immediately starts scooping the gold into it.
Yeah, Kato is like holding the bag open while you start scooping gold.
Yeah, cool. There'd be an extra pair of hands helping you do that. Scoop, scoop, scoop.
And you notice this chest that is. There are many magical runes around the chest.
Alright, let's get all the gold first.
Yeah, let's get the gold first, get it all in the bag.
Alright,
Yeah.
I would like to have a look through this smaller pile over here.
okay.
I'm assuming
so
we'll get to
the
see
amount of
everything
gold
magic,
that
right?
fits in the bag diminishes the pile to this size.
Ah, fuck. How much gold did we get?
I'll have to work it out, but I know how much gold is in that pile total. And I
Sure.
did actually do the maths to figure out how much gold would fit in a pile that big.
Can I get my shield and then just scoop handfuls of gold onto the like concaved side of the shield, like the inside of the shield where the handle would be?
Cool, you use your shield as a big bowl. You scoop up like a big pile of gold.
I know that this is like slightly metagaming, but the amount of time that our characters have spent with each other, they'd probably know this. That doesn't Steve have a couple of bags of holding of his own? So Colt would say, "Hey, don't you have some of these?"
No.
You don't. But you did.
I don't have them on my sheet.
Very well. I was mistaken. I thought you had some.
No.
So we found a broom of flying, the gloves, and then that's all the cool stuff that's not in that box over there that looks very much trapped with magical stuff.
Yes.
Do we know what the gloves do?
Not
Not
as
yet.
of yet.
I mean,
You haven't-
I can put them on and do a couple of key infused strikes and see if they interact.
Do I find any items in this pile?
No, you've been through all the items that are just like in the piles of gold.
Once the bag is full, Croc starts like piling all the gold up in like just one pile.
Sure.
Kato is filling his pockets and stuff with as much gold as he can fit in pockets and bags that isn't taking up space already.
And Colt has the top part of his gi. He can pack a load of gold into that as well.
Cool. I'll say between you all, you can eradicate this pile of gold. Okay, between yous have to share I'll just make this a little bigger so I can see the number. 402,124 gold.
Sorry, can you repeat that number
That's
so I can actually write it down?
402,124.
Yes.
2,
402124.
Cool, cool.
I
That
think
is the amount of gold that was in that pile.
for once we have all written it down.
Was it 402,124?
Yep, that's it.
402124.
Yeah, that's correct.
So everybody gets 100,531 gold.
Yep.
Nice.
You're currently robbing the treasury of a nation.
But specifically, how much gold do we get? Each?
100,531 gold apiece when we split it evenly 4 ways.
100,000.
531.
531. Thank you.
Joseph, can you make a big pile in the middle for me, please?
Sure. Hang on, I just need to add all of them together.
I promise Croc's definitely not doing anything.
If you just give me a moment.
It's fine. We know better than to interfere with Croc and his horde.
The funny thing is, I've still got most of my 10k from before.
That's good.
Alright, I'll make your
This is
big
literally the
pile.
This is literally the first money I've seen in this game.
Oh. Alright, you guys just do whatever it is you need to be doing.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic on those runes that are around that chest.
Yeah.
Cool. 1 second, I just need to write down the amount of money that is in this pile.
Croc, when you get done with your gold lust, we're going to try and work out what's in this chest. But I know you're having fun right now, so do your Scrooge McDuck impression all you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
I know this.
Cool.
I know this is an important ritual for you whenever we find loot, and this is the most loot we've ever found. Can you wait for summoning your god until after we've done the chest thing?
Go ahead.
So, please, I assume you're casting Dispel Magic at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Please roll opposed.
It's a wisdom check. It's just a wisdom roll, right?
Yeah.
So a wisdom check.
Yeah. The magic on the floor around the chest fades.
I would then gesture. Have at the chest, sir. It looks very big and heavy.
I will say to anyone, do you have thieves' tools? I am proficient.
We do not.
Nope, sadly.
Could you go see if it's locked first?
I will step up to the chest and
Sure.
attempt to open it.
The chest seems to be locked.
I will hand you a crowbar.
I will take the crowbar and utilize the crowbar to open the chest.
1 moment, I have to quickly check something. But roll me a strength check with advantage.
Isn't it athletics with the crowbar?
Oh, sure, athletics then.
Athletics with advantage. 25?
Reminder, you still have plus D4s.
Yes, I do. 28?
You try?
I said D4s, not D4, by the way, because he gave all the people who were humans.
Oh, how many more d4s do I have?
It was 2 for checks.
29?
29's probably not going to change if you weren't doing it the first time.
You try and succeed. You notice that there seems to be some magic that basically erupts around the lock when it breaks.
Okay.
Please, Colt, Steve, and good old Druidy boy, can you all make me dexterity saving throws?
Weren't far enough away. Didn't dispel magic the chest. Rookie
15.
mistakes. 15 plus 19.
Oh, do I get a D4 to that?
Yes, we all also, I believe, in theory, add your +3.
Yes, we also get a +3 to that.
Yeah.
So I get 16.
I guess a 32 passes. Jesus.
So I got
You got
I
that
got
die, by the way.
19. Everyone that's within 10 feet of me gets +3.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba,
Right.
anybody who got more than 18 passes,
So
Yes.
everyone.
so you take half as much.
With my evasion, I take none.
Yeah.
Let's try to matrix dodge my way through this explosion.
You take 47 damage is the total, so
So
half of that slash none of that if you're evasive.
23.
23.
As basically a giant plume of fire erupts around you all.
So I dispelled the first trap, but forgot to try and dispel any secondary traps.
Yes.
What is inside the chest from our soot-stained faces and after the explosion?
Yeah.
You see an orb.
Can I pick the orb up?
Orb.
You pick the orb up. The orb begins to. Lawrence, what is your alignment?
Something evil.
Chaotic evil, question mark.
I am chaotic evil.
The orb turns into a black, thick, goopy type of substance and
Okay.
starts slithering down your arm.
Ooh.
Oh no, shake it off. We've had bad experiences with black goopy stuff.
It's trying to make its way down your arm now. I'll give you a moment to react if you want to do anything.
I will not.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Stop trying to get this character killed just because you don't like him anymore.
No, I like him.
The black goop begins to make it to where your body is, and it slowly starts wrapping around and encasing your body underneath your clothes and armor.
Can I kind
Do
of?
you want to do anything? It doesn't feel very nice. It feels very slimy and gross.
Can I try, sort of try and rub it off, kind of?
Rubbing it off only seems to make it latch onto the bit that you tried to rub it with.
Right. Can I cure wounds myself?
You heal however much you heal from cure wounds.
There's still a slime on you.
I know.
It continues to wrap around. It's almost engulfed your whole body now. It's up to your neck.
Can I at this point I'll sort of just kind of give up and just fall to my knees?
Cool. It makes its way up your neck and fully encompasses your head. You can't see anything. you are now blind.
Okay.
It still feels gross against your skin, but it feels weird now.
Okay.
Everyone else, you just start seeing it's pulsating around his body.
Cast Dispel Magic on it.
Please make a roll. It immediately, like, it sucks all of the black goop up really, really quickly to where his forehead is, and reforms back into a ball, and then just falls off of his forehead.
I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna pick it up in like some fabric.
Okay, nothing happens. It's just a ball.
Tie that bundle up and we'll just take it with us as we leave.
Sure, you have orb.
The orb, I assume, has no magical properties anymore, but you know, sometimes when you cast Dispel Magic on those things, it only like knocks them out of whatever form they were taking.
I mean, you can make an Arcana check to see if you think it's magic again.
I mean, I can try.
Yeah,
You can I help you with that?
12.
unsure.
You can
You
make your own
definitely,
Arcana check.
yeah, you can, anyone can make an Arcana check on it. See if they think it's magical in nature.
13.
It definitely could be magic, but it might also not be. He did do the thing that makes it not magic, so you're not very sure. It was definitely possibly magic beforehand. So maybe
Let's
it's
go,
magic
guys.
still, but maybe
We've
it's
got-
not.
We've got all the gold we can carry.
Alright, Croc, what are you doing?
Let's leave Croc to his religious ceremony, and we'll get out of here.
I'm creating an Uber spell. I'm casting Sacred Flame, Guardian of Faith, and Banishment all at once, so that I create the Guardian of Faith in the shape of Tiamat. The gold melts and encases it, and then I banish it to where Tiamat is.
So you just send Tiamat a bunch of gold.
Yeah.
Cool. Tiamat, you just sent... oh, Croc, I actually meant to do this before. Go to your character sheet. I need to turn on...
Ooh, what's getting turned on? Besides Croc.
Your piety is now being tracked.
Someone's actually using that. I looked at this and I'm like, oh, it looks really cool on the sheet. I want to use it.
I'm using that in our campaign. Yeah.
So you're doing religious things of importance.
So whatever amount of treasure was in that pile.
Would you like to know how much money you just sent to Tiamat?
How much money did I send to Mommy?
1,206,372 gold has just all been sent to Tiamat. So that's gone now. And I'll just modify your piety. Like first off, there's your Croc, and you have one of Tiamat's teeth, so that's an easy like 10 points. Then plus, well, like your devout clerics, that's another 5 points. You sent Tiamat 1,000,000 gold. We'll give you. Tiamat does like her money. We'll give you 50 points for that.
Yay.
Cool.
Maybe Mommy will forgive me for being silly before.
Oh yeah, you also lost Tiamat's tooth, so that's like minus 20 points. We'll say 20. We'll say minus 25.
But I got it back.
Plus 5.
You did get it back, so plus 1.
Yay!
She's nothing if not fair.
You're now Tiamat. You are now Tiamat's devotee. You're all the way up to Tiamat's disciple.
Oh, I was
Tiamat and you
so
have
close.
have a good close connection. You're not quite her champion yet, though.
So close.
You're really like scoring much better with Mom than with Dad.
It's more a case of you have to like actively try to impress Mom. Dad's like a lot more chill.
And also,
Like real
in
life.
terms of Bahamut piety or piety, you are at a cool like. You're at about 15.
Ooh, can it be 40 then?
Sure, it can be 14.
Because then it's the opposite.
To be the opposite, yeah.
It's not often that's the thing, a player shouting, ooh, can it be a lower number?
Sure, you're at 14 piety for Bahamut. Because you've been like a good cleric, you're a pretty strong cleric. But you haven't really. You've saved some lives recently.
Also killed some by accident.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it was an accident. You're his voyatory.
Nice.
You did save me.
True.
But yeah, we should probably get out of here with our gains.
I'll come up with things that gives you.
Yeah.
In a bit.
I'll walk up here.
This may be a dumb question, but after all of our work, have we leveled up?
Yes, you have all indeed leveled up.
Whoopee! What do I even
Cool
get
beans.
11?
Looking this way, what do I see?
Oh, nothing, because that's not a thing. I can show you what that is. All of you don't see anything in that direction because that bit of the map is actually, well, it used to be what was on the surface. But that has unfortunately been crushed by a large spaceship, so is now.
I mean, it's
irrelevant.
there.
No, it's not.
It's just a rubble at this point.
Currently, you are standing in the rubble of that location.
I'm sure it's fine.
Like, you can see some rubble lying around that's definitely. That it used to comprise that building, but no longer does.
I can get planar ally.
What do I get?
Slightly faster, and that's literally it.
I got a 6th level spell slot.
Yeah,
Cole,
same.
are you gonna? Do you want to attune to your gloves?
Yeah, he's going to see what they do by tuning the only way he knows how, which is channeling his key into them and striking something, probably a wall.
Cool. It takes an hour, but you attune to your gloves successfully.
And what did he do?
Oh shit! Transport via plants, boy.
So now it seems when you punch things now, you deal an extra D12 lightning damage on each of your attacks.
Damn. Is this unarmed only?
This is unarmed only, yes.
Right.
7th level paladin. What do I get? I get Sacred Oath.
I got how I'm supposed to add this in on the character sheet.
Yay. I can summon a planar ally for 10 days with the money I've got.
Sweet.
Well, you've robbed a nation and given all of their money to an evil god.
Nice.
Some
Oh.
say evil, some say misunderstood.
That's -2 piety for Bahamut.
No, don't make it a different number.
It is now a different number.
Although if it went down from what it was, that means it's 13, which is a lucky number.
But it's now 12.
Boo.
You argued for the lower number to start with.
Because actually no, we'll be nice because nice and even. It's now 11. Because Tiamat gave you 30 points, so Bahamut will remove 3 points.
That's really generous of you.
Yeah. So you're on 11 piety for Bahamut and 41 for Tiamat.
You really need to start balancing this out.
It's fine.
Oh, cool.
Cause
I've just got to the stage. I've got to the stage where I get my bullshit spells.
Because you've sent all the money to Tiamat instead of half to each.
Okay. I get Relentless Avenger, which when your supernatural focus helps you close off a foe's retreat when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack. You can move up to half your speed immediately after the attack, and as part of the same reaction, this movement doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
Yes, you attack and then you move to where they're planning on to go to.
Yeah. Although I've already got Sentinel, so.
So yeah, you hit them and then you can walk to where you want to go.
Yeah.
And they're stuck.
Yeah.
So does everyone like all of their lots of weapons and armor and gold?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit in the hovel with my goblin friends to try and work out what the fuck this orb does.
Orb.
I want to go and
You stay away from the orb.
No, I want to go and try and take over the city.
And by
what city?
The remains of this one.
I'm gonna be frank, Lawrence. The people are generally gathering together, and they are leaving. Yes.
No, I will go to where they are gathering, and I will say, get to a high point, and I will say, follow me, citizens. I am
initiative,
your
Lawrence. A very angry cleric who you recognize, 8 half dragon people who you also recognize, all stare at you. Actually, no. 2 who you recognize, 2 who you have, 6 who you have no clue who they are. They all look at you and say, "Hey, give us our dad's stuff back."
14.
Hang on, I'll get the tracker off. We'll do this here.
I was gonna say, by looking at the orb, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if the orb is still magical.
The orb is still indeed magic.
Okay, I will touch the orb.
What alignment are you?
True neutral.
True neutral. The orb begins to turn into a set of nice clothes.
Sweet, I'll wear those nice clothes.
You put the clothes on, and they are the most comfortable clothes you've ever worn. Ever. They feel amazing. They fit your form perfectly. You're not sure if they have any further magical properties, unless you want to roll an Arcana check about that.
Yeah. I will attempt my Arcana check.
Yes, you do know that the clothes have some form of magical property. You would guess it has something to do with defending you?
Sweet. I will. Do I have to feel like I have to attune to know what they are, or?
It doesn't feel like an attunement. You just feel like you'd probably need like specific magic to tell you exactly what they do. But with your check, you have a good idea that they are probably good at defending you.
I mean, I'll
Uh,
probably keep wearing them then, just in case, and you can tell me what they do when they matter.
Yep. Hang on. I just also need to pull up a. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba is in here. Is it in here? Ah, yes. Is it you? Yeah, sure. You'll do. And a priest, who are the only relevant people for this combat. They're all going to try and beat you up and take their dad's stuff back.
1 second.
Hey, he's got Dad's hat.
He's got dad's hat and dad's sword.
Speaking of Dad's sword, I would be drawing it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta take those things back. After all, they're our birthright.
And I'll say, if you want them, come and get them.
Okay. So
It feels like it's worth spending 1,000 gold an hour to summon an aspect of Tiamat. Not gonna do it now. Don't see anyone that needs help.
Yeah.
that's true. The only people who are in any sort of danger have brought this upon themselves.
By once again walking into said danger.
No, Steve rolls nothing but nat 20s. He may get out of this alive.
You know, it's like it is possible that could happen.
I mean, if he rolls a load of nat 20s, he's going to be making heads roll with that new sword, which will be entertaining.
A few of those were rolled to GM, but I'll just say. One of them got a 21. This
Is that-
guy,
Yeah,
who will move up.
we can see on the tracker.
Oh,
Is
good,
that
good,
one
good.
that rolled an 8, the dolphin one? what is that?
No, the person who was a dolphin is no longer a dolphin. Their brother helped them out when the whole thing happened.
Oh,
That
It
one
took a
time
little
when it
while
was
of
a dolphin,
searching
yeah,
through
is that-
rubble. But he found a dolphin in the middle of land and tried to get out of the ship, but couldn't. And then the dolphin took like literally a point of damage at some point and turned into his brother. And he was like, "Ah, brother. Lawrence, please make a dex a terror. Actually, no. We'll go for these. Eh, 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 eh. Did any of those hit?
The 19 hits.
Cool. Make a con save.
I'm apparently quite good at those. 20.
You're okay, but you do take 9 damage. Then it's this guy who will run up behind you and do the same.
Essentially 17 and above hits.
Uh, oh, that's still on to GM. 22 and a 22, dealing 22 damage in total.
I'm unconscious.
Cool. they take their father's sword and the crown, and then gather up all the townsfolk that survived and leave.
Joseph, with a 31, do I recognize the one that I knocked out? Do I see him amongst them?
You do.
Croc's very happy. He still knows he's probably going to be angry, so isn't going to come out of the hobbit hole. But he's happy he's alive at least.
In fact, you see him wearing a crown and wielding the sword. You also see him wearing his father's armor, and with his father's shield.
It's fine. He will rule much better because he doesn't have the insane machine. Unless the dragon brings another.
He's wielding a greatsword and a shield?
Yes, his father had an animated shield that he would throw into
Oh.
the air and speak a command word.
Okay.
So that he could effectively wield his greatsword and have a shield. But
He was
yes,
He was ridiculously OP, in other words.
they all proceed to leave.
Just so you
After-
know, guys, Steve's been knocked out again. They didn't take him away at
Like one this
least.
time.
Again.
I think he was going to, like, say that he was in charge of the town, and then all of the dragon people came out and beat the shit out of him. And took
Did they
his stuff.
Sounds about
Did they
Sounds
just take
about
the crown
right. There was
back, or
only-
did they take everything?
Oh no, they just took,
Sounds like-
like, the dad stuff, so, like, the sword and the crown.
Can
Steve
someone-
is on. Does anyone want to heal Steve?
I've got a
I
healing
physically
word.
can't.
Yeah,
Do you heal him?
yeah, I gave him a
Don't.
healing word.
Sure.
No.
You're healed. You do
I
not
would-
die.
How the death this is.
So, so you wake up without your fancy sword that you got, or your crown, because you're a moron.
But you're still alive.
That's not what Steve wants.
His quest continues for a proper death.
Did you at least kill one of them? Because you know, like if you couldn't even manage to kill one of them in a fight, what's the point, right?
Exactly, what's the point?
Oh, Joseph.
How much health do I get?
Because it's funny, can you give him a piety thing? But can he be in minuses by now?
Oh yeah, Lawrence is also a heavily religious character. So,
You
Lawrence-
7 health.
Also gets a piety thing. If any of you do like any significant stuff for your religions or like
Does
worship stuff, you
Does Space Australia count as my piety thing? Or...
unfortunately, I believe if you give a negative piety number, it counts as you being the most devoted as possible. So, Lawrence, just remember that the number I add in your piety meter is actually negative.
Okay.
You killed one thing. It wasn't really a murder, it was more just regular combat.
And
But
then,
I'm currently gonna...
then you didn't
you-
kill 500 things.
You're currently on no piety. Who's the god that you worship?
Baal, the god of death and murder and horror and horribleness.
You really only add the first two, not the horribleness.
Is
Alright. Boop. There you go. I've put it so that you now... So in your piety thing, you now worship Baal. You have gained no piety. You're currently on 0 piety. But on the bright side, you lost your sword and crown.
On the bright side.
And on the downside, you didn't die.
So what does Steve do when he regains consciousness?
You have no crown. And you don't have a sword.
I'll stand up. Can I see the people?
They have gone off long into the distance. You can see them, but they are getting away.
He's definitely maidenless.
Oh.
He wants to
Definitely
follow.
murderless.
Do you begin following them?
I mean, I want him to, but
I hand you your other sword that was on the ground. I'm like, I don't think you get very far challenging them again. You're pretty close to death, but you know.
I will use all of my.
You are covered in wounds currently.
I will use lay on hands.
Sure. Your wounds begin to close. But you're still covered in some little sword marks.
Steve will take his sword.
Yep.
Give all of his money to the guy.
No, no, no. Steve doesn't have a reason to do that in character.
Who does Steve give all his money to?
He's planning on giving all his money to you guys, then running off and dying. And I, as the DM, say no. Bad. Steve doesn't have a reason to do that.
I have Steve's bag because it's on the ground where he fell.
I mean, to be fair, technically, I currently have the gold anyways because it's in the bag of holding.
The majority
Sure.
of the gold.
Yeah.
This is accurate. Steve, what are you going to do?
Steve explains that he really wants the sword.
Sure, you really want the sword. Let's head towards where they are.
Steve will start sprinting towards them.
I will follow. I would like to conjure a bunch of, is it fairies or pixies that are the ones that can polymorph people?
I think it's pixies that can do that. Hang on, I can check.
It is.
Pixie.
I just had a great idea.
Pixies have a once per day polymorph, yes.
Cool. Give me a second. I need to just check this.
Tiny fee.
What's their CR rating?
1/4.
Cool. I'm gonna summon 8 pixies and have them try and polymorph the people who are the dragons, so that Steve can grab the sword and we can run for it.
Cool. Tries to polymorph all the dragons.
So really, I'm gonna go until I can get the one that's got the sword, so it gets dropped.
So that is against the pixie save, which I'm glad I got up. So
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
It's a charisma save. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Conveniently, the person who has the sword passes. And
The comment is all of them were going at that one until he failed, then they'd switch to the other ones, was what I said.
right, in that case. So they can only do it once, though.
Polymorph is a wisdom save, by the way.
Alright, fair enough.
Not charisma, so...
Also, you are correct, but they can only cast it once per day.
Yeah, but there's 8 of them, which is the point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, he fails, and then all of the other ones pass.
Cool, I will transform into something quick, and then we will run over, grab the thing, and run away.
Hang on 1 second. I need to check something else.
The round that I would get there, I would start to rage.
1 second.
I believe the sword turns into an animal with the person, so it'd be grabbing the
This
person as the
this is
animal.
true. What do you polymorph him into?
Like squirrel. Let's go with squirrel.
Him and all his stuff turns into a squirrel. He is currently like surrounded by all of his friends.
Hey,
Let's
Joseph.
Let's go grab the
He's
squirrel.
gonna. His friend is gonna try and his younger brother is gonna try and scoop him up.
Joseph,
we're
without
gonna-
spoilers, can I get an answer to what I sent you as a yes or no?
Yes.
Nice.
I would like to conjure more woodland beings.
More woodland beings.
You just you're conjuring more of them.
Yes.
At this point, they are picking up the pace and they've made it into the forest.
They would not have gotten that far out. They can't get that much away from us anyway. Conjuring more woodland beings, turn them into more things. Go, make your wisdom
This
saves.
is true, but equally they were already moving while you were healing Lawrence, and Lawrence also was casting other stuff.
Yeah, but we're
They
moving.
they are quite far away, and
You're
the
running
pixies
after
actually
them.
have to make it to them and then do the thing.
I've got 90 feet. Go. 90
Can they
feet,
out-
then they've got their movement, and then they can cast. Come on, let's go.
Can they
Worst comes to worst, I can
Yeah.
bonus action turn into an animal that's faster than them to like make it. Like you literally can't outrun me as your like guys on your dragons.
I also have 80 foot per round of movement.
Just let this happen, Joseph. Just let this happen.
Cool. A bunch of them. You get like 2 more of them. Sorry,
There's
3 more of them.
Another 3 wisdom saves to make.
Why another 3?
Because I get 8 creatures. You only did 5 saves.
Sure, you get another 4 of them. And then they start, and then the 4 remaining breathe fire on your stupid little pixies.
Do I catch up to them at this point?
If you want to get set on fire,
You're still like a round behind. Your
I'm
pixies
also-
all get roasty toasty.
Also, we're turning the ones that aren't the guy who has it into like cats.
not cats. They're terrifying for a first level adventurer.
Every single pixie goes down
Cool,
in
I
the
summon
first
more
one,
pixies.
and then the second one is directed. Okay, then all of the things that were those turn back into what they were before because they breathe
Taking
fire on
a
them.
bunch of extra damage over.
Yes, they do take a bunch of extra damage, but look mostly fine because they're resistant to fire.
And by this point, Lawrence has turned up to start killing them. But I will also summon more pixies.
Cool, you can only do that one more time.
I
with
can
your-
do that.
You can upcast it, I suppose.
I can do that 3 more times.
It's worth noting that I would start raging by the time I catch up to them.
Sorry, I can do that 4 more times.
So the pixies all appear again. They actually, at this point, we're rolling initiative because you want to spam like 8 pixies.
I
On your
just
turn,
want to get
and
the
then
sword
do-
back. I don't give a shit about anything else.
I am raging though, aren't I? Because I said I was raging the turn that I caught up to them.
Yeah. I got a 22, but I forgot to click. Where am I? Am I on this? I can't find myself. I think I've disappeared.
Cool.
So that's a
Over
22.
to the right, bottom right slightly.
Yeah, I got it. Why did that turn back? You were 22, god damn it.
Cool. Are you both on?
Yeah, we're both on.
Cool. Hang on, I need to roll like 500 more of these things.
I mean, 5 more of these things or whatever.
Then you, and you. Alright, so now you roll.
This time I do have my shield out and my longsword.
That's a long
So-
sword, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Actually,
So I do now have increased AC.
Oh yeah, hang on, I need to check something as well.
These poor, unfortunate half dragons.
I'm just doing this to help Lawrence because he felt so depressed.
And then it is also
Oh, cool!
The-
That's interesting.
what's interesting.
I can make 16 of them in one go if I use my 6th level slot.
And then I almost forgot to add the cleric, who also exists and gets to do things.
They exist.
I don't know. That seems unfair.
That seems unfair. Ah, yes. Cool. Those two, I will say, have roasted your pixies. You summon a bunch of pixies. Please roll initiative for 8 pixies.
I need a character sheet for pixies, please.
Cool. 1 second.
I don't know if they're in the auto thing on Roll20.
They are
They're
not. I know what their initiative is, so I'll just quickly add character sheet.
But yeah, I would have them not stand next to each other so they can get easily fire breathed in one go.
Well, it's down to where you're summoning them, and then they can space out on their turn. They only have 30 feet of fly movement, though. The pixies are
can-
pretty slow.
Yeah, but I could throw
Because
them
you're
90
quite
feet.
fast, but
I could throw them 60 feet
pixies are pretty
forwards,
slow.
so it's fine. And you've got a bunch of people, and a bunch of them have used their breath weapons today. It's fine.
It would be a real shame if half dragons can get their breath weapons back.
That would be a shame.
I mean, I would assume they've had to get their breath weapon back at least once to get to breathe again after having all that breath weapon spent fighting those T-Rexes earlier.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like they might have a recharge on it.
I might have. Who knows?
Who knows?
Certainly possible.
Croc's having a nap. He can't tell you.
I mean, I'm surprised.
Pixies. Oh, they have a pretty high dexterity. They have a +5 to their initiative. He has a character sheet for pixies. I just need to assign it to you. Where's Kato? There you are.
So many initiatives.
Oop. They have 20 dexterity, so your pixies can roll.
Why won't this let me drag things? Drag.
Wow, there's some exciting pixies.
Drag.
Hey, look, it's not like we had a lot of time to set this up.
Drag.
That's no excuse.
Drag. 1, 2,
Google
3, 4.
pixie. What's the first picture that comes up? It's a haircut of a woman with a haircut.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll upload this. This is literally the first picture of 5e Pixie that is on the internet that I saw. Yeah, I can have that artwork.
Okay, there's my characters.
Receive artwork.
Perceive.
Cool. Sending. Scroll to your turn. Cool. There we go. They have artwork now. And
They
they
will when I drag them on again at later.
Yeah, yeah. And then I have to put them into the players' pets category. Cool. So that's what you do. Pixie, number 807.
Which one has the sword?
This one. Actually, no, this one, because he would have been nearby another one that got turned into a cat.
Here. These ones haven't gone yet, so it will attempt to make you polymorph.
Sure.
The
Let's
turn
roll.
order for me.
13 passes, because they have
Okay.
DC 12.
That's that one done.
Steve, you've caught up to them.
You see the one with the sword is here.
Now I have to change his stupid character sheet so that he actually has the sword. Because
It's literally what I was about to do. I was going to draw on him.
So I am currently raging. I will walk around this one to here, and I will swing twice at this this dude.
Cool. Give me a second. I need to change his AC because he's also wearing his dad's armor.
Are you time to change? Cool.
Yeah. Well, you guys were looting the vault and running around.
Yeah, sorry,
and
no, I forgot that wasn't
reorganizing,
something we
and,
took. You're right.
and you guys also attuned to your stuff. So he now has.
He surely can't have had time to attune to the sword, though. He's literally had it in his hands 5 minutes.
Okay. What was your roll? Are you hitting it to attack him? Roll your attacks. You miss. You hit him.
I am raging. So that's an additional 2 damage from rage, which I forgot to put on.
Yep. You deal.
And then I am smiting at 2nd level.
Cool.
So that's that. So smite is smite 2d. So it's 3d8. Plus an additional 13 damage.
Cool. He takes a little bit of damage.
Yes.
Okay, it's now this dude who comes here and is gonna get a cone and try and kill as many little pixies as he can with his fiery attack. He's gonna burn.
You could probably get like 3 of them max from where he is.
Yeah. He roasts these 3 pixies. There's no point in making the save because they have 1 hit point and automatically die.
These 3?
Yes.
Cool. Removed.
God, it's like the raccoons.
It's now this pixie's turn.
Is gonna attempt to polymorph the one next to the one that that Steve is murdering, or attempting to murder.
Sure.
There's worth no.
12 passes. Alright, it's now this guy who basically kills these two with the same, because there's no point. Just no point rolling this. They die.
This is why
Cool.
they're much more effective when you are allowed to control them in batches.
It's this guy who runs here and kills these last three. Possibly. Yes, he kills all of them. And then it's this guy who runs up and is going to start killing Steve. And is flanking Steve. So... Push. Pull this guy up.
Note that my my AC is now 19.
Cool. So,
Here we
two
go.
of those hit. You take 20 damage in total.
Halved because I'm raging.
By the way, this is not taking place like where the city is. It's taking in the
Yeah.
near the forest.
Yeah, I know where we are, but I'm just like I'm assuming distances are we're using these distances roughly.
Cool. Then this guy comes and is also flanking you, so has advantage. So we'll. The last guy should have had advantage. Oh well. 1, 2, 3. That. So the crit obviously hits. The 19. The 23 also hits.
That's the 20.
So 18. So they're 18. So you take 36 damage, halved because you're angry.
Yeah.
Then it's the cleric.
Maybe this wasn't the best plan.
Who will cast? Ba-ba-ba-ba. He moves a bit closer to you and casts Guardian of Faith. Please make a dexterity saving throw, Lawrence.
That's a +3 because of my aura, so that's 22.
You succeed. You take 10 radiant damage.
Which is half to 5.
I mean, the original was 20.
And I am raging, and therefore it's halved again.
So yes, it's 5 because half of 20 is 10, and then half of 10 is 5. Cool. Then it's this guy who has his big old sword, but isn't attuned to it yet. But he's still cool, so he's gonna try and kill you a bunch. 1, 2. Oop, no, he has advantage. Sorry. That can be his first attack. Those two.
17.
It does not hit. 29 does.
And 30.
If only he was attuned, then you would be insta-dead.
If he was attuned, he would have killed you instantly, but he's not, because he only picked the sword up 10 seconds ago. But yes, that's 22, 25, 31. 31 damage to you, good sir.
Half to 15.
Yep.
I go unconscious.
Do you still want to help him out?
Sure.
Cool, because now it's this guy's turn, who is gonna go here, because he has reach. He's gonna finish Lawrence off.
Is that 2 failed death saves?
I mean,
Or did he attack me twice?
He is
He has a
attack.
lot of attacks.
Yeah. So 1, 2,
Yeah, that would be me dead.
Only
3.
one's hit
Yes.
so far. So that, yeah.
But now 2 have hit, and
Yep.
that instantly kills him with 4 failed death saves.
I'm
Do
like,
you continue to pursue?
I'm really considering just like cone of colding the thing and then running for it. I might actually do that and just see what happens.
But the thing is that have they seen you? Do they know you're there, or do they just think that they're getting hassled by pixies randomly?
Technically, I've not done anything yet. They've just like seen a bunch of pixies attack them.
Exactly, that's what I was wondering. I was like, do they just think they're getting pissed off by pixies?
Once they kill Steve, they all start heading off again back on the road.
I'm
What
just
do you
on the
do?
like, I could cone of cold the entire group, see how much damage that deals, and like then decide whether I'm still in this or not.
It is your turn.
Because I could
if-
like bonus action to turn
well-
into something fast and run away.
While
it
they're
doesn't-
all clustered together.
Yeah, like this. What are the chances that they're resistant? Like that they don't just all die from 8d6 cold damage, right? Like that's not gonna be high.
Pretty high, I'd guess.
Yeah, they're probably all gonna survive it, right? That's the thing. They're not likely to die. to
Nah, half dragons have really low HP.
They do have low HP. So low.
that. Give me a second. I'm just googling something.
Are you
What?
googling their HP?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to work out if one of my spells would be helpful. That doesn't seem helpful. Why does that not look helpful? God. Oh God. Oh God. Why is this helpful?
I
Why is
mean,
nothing I do help.
who knows? You could be the greatest hero of them all.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna just run away. I'm gonna be
Cool.
like, that did not work out. Steve died in a blaze of being stabbed as he didn't manage to do anything. And then once they've walked away from his corpse, I'll go recover his corpse.
Yeah, they do just ignore his body. The caravan wanders off down the road.
I will go recover his corpse and take it back to the group and see if Croc can do anything about with a corpse.
Ah, I have the perfect plan for this. You see Croc just creating arcane sigils and things, and then this horrifying monster appears over that body.
This wasn't what I kind of meant when I said I'd see if Croc could do anything about this corpse.
What?
Sure.
He follows Ball, so I thought I'll just ask Ball if he can come and...
I'm like, Kato is like backing away and he's like looking at Croc a bit weird.
And he currently has slightly less than 10 grand on his body.
Yeah, we're taking. I will have stripped you of valuables. Like him, I'm not that dumb.
I will post a list in
Of valuables.
It's fine, you don't need to post all your equipment, just your valuables.
Yeah, just the stuff that actually has value, please. Magic
So
items, money.
And magic items, yes. So, Lawrence.
Yes.
Even though that's the right size, can you make that bigger just so everyone can enjoy the picture?
Sure.
Hey, it's technically official artwork.
You see,
It's
Big Daddy
technically a god.
Ball.
Yeah.
Your soul is like in a transitive location. You're not sure where you are. It's very grey around here, and you see Ball,
Uh-huh.
and he's come to collect you, but you then like hear the voice of your friend whisper something into his ear.
Yeah.
Ball smiles and just sort of chews your soul back.
Shoot.
Yep. He basically just sweeps it away gently.
I have no need for pacifists. Shoves you away.
I will
Uh,
confuse.
And suddenly you kind of wake up as a revenant.
Okay. Where do I wake up?
Just where you were. Body still there, chilling.
Okay.
You're now a revenant. Do with that what you will.
Okay. He will. Uh, well, his mission is to murder people. I suppose he would go and haunt. You would go and try and. I mean, revenants have to continue on what they missed out on the material plane, don't they?
It's more like seeking vengeance for something, isn't it? Revenants?
Yeah.
Unless
he would-
Ball has implanted anything in him.
Are any of those long swords or chainmails or shields magical?
No.
Then why did you bother posting?
Might be worth a few hundred gold, maybe.
I would like to point out they might be worth like 5 gold, and we have made 402,000 gold this mission.
You might want them.
We're not stripping you of random armor.
Okay.
I suppose.
I think we'll end the session there to give me time to think of a good goal for Lawrence and also plan
It's
for
getting
what's
that
happening
sword
next.
back, right? Like
It
a
is
good-
also getting stuff and the like.
I mean, I suppose the imminent mission for Ghosty Boy would be to get the sword.
But
And
that
to
is,
be vengeance on his killing.
I'll tell you what it is eventually.
Remember everyone to
Probably
like and
next
subscribe
time.
to their YouTube channel.
I forgot we were still live.
Yes,
Yeah,
like and
we always
subscribe
forget
to
we're
the-
still live.
So
Like
I
and-
Got
think
it in
that's
before you could turn it off.
it's a good place to end the session.
God damn it, Graham's too smart. Well, I think that actually went quite... Summons evil god.
Are we no longer alive?
We are now not.
There we go.
you